Listen, I'm for real. Like, no, seriously. Keep it 100. You know, wait. Because I rather be 100 and can you keep it above? Whatever, fuck it, doesn't matter. I only invited your wife. But you stay right there. Look at this shit. Your son is here too. Bring your ass here. Come here. All right, everybody in together now. Everybody in. Knees. Okay, now I want to be a good host. Let's do some introductions. Okay, so Michelle. Okay, Michelle. That's my fiance. Ari. You look like you feel respectful. This is Chaos. Look, this is Kevin's wife, Michelle. Now, Michelle, did you know that your husband Kevin was fucking my fiance? You probably did. You knew that. You probably know. You probably know all that. Apparently, I'm the only fucking one that's out the loop. But it's okay. It's okay. We're here now, right?
You married your baby mama? So you cheated on me with her? Now you cheating on her with me?
You really do fit the description with your name. Hey, you fuck with my friend. You fucking rap. Well, then I guess it's a motherfucking rap. Before you see me hurt them, oh nigga, they gonna see me hurt you, motherfucker.
What up, though, YouTube? I'm about to get into this Detroit Tubi movie review of A Good Man. But before we do, I must tell you to subscribe. If you have not already, subscribe. Hit the notification bell when I drop some more of these movie reviews, as well as when Real Sex Talk 101 Reloaded podcast show starts. It will launch April. I'm about to say April. Good God dang, that's my birthday. The podcast show will launch on Thanksgiving Day of this year. That's November 23rd, 2023. So be prepared for that. The podcast will be on YouTube, as well as Spreaker, as well as Facebook. So if you haven't, follow me on Facebook. I got a few pages, man. You can follow me on JMac, Johnathan Moore, as well as Connor Dunn, which is my gamer tag when I'm on PlayStation 5, but I'm very rarely on there, but that is my gamer tag, Connor Dunn. If you're looking for me on PlayStation, you can find me under Connor Dunn, but like I said, I'm not really on there that much, very rarely, if often at all. But subscribe. We're going to get into this movie review. Like I said, I have a 5-star rating system. We go by 5 categories. Those categories are acting, continuity, audio, story and plot, which is story and plot is one category. It's all put together in one, as well as cinematography. So, like I said, it's 5. They are acting, continuity, audio, story and plot, and cinematography. The highest you can get, the highest a movie can get is 5 stars in any category. You can get, the highest you can get, of course, is 5 categories, so it's 25 stars. You take the stars from each category. For example, if it's 20 stars, you take those 20 stars and I divide it by the 5 categories, and there is the movie rating. I don't just say, oh, it's a 5-star movie. I actually break down these categories and I give it stars depending on how they go, and then I divide those stars. I I go hardest on the audio. I dissect and I analyze the audio, and I grade harder on the audio than I do any other category. It's the hardest because without audio, you don't have a movie. You just don't. Right? You can have bad acting. You can have continuity mistakes. You can have not the best story and plot. And the cinematography can be a little shoddy. And you can still have a movie, but without audio, good audio, you have absolutely nothing, right? So I go hardest on the audio. Now, A Good Man. This movie was starring Kamal Smith, who played Ethan Carter, Ebony Tates, who played Arianna, Robert Q. Jackson, who played Matt, King Wesley, who played Chaos, and William Swift, who played Miles. I'm just gonna tell you off rip. Everybody in this movie, all 5 of these actors and 1 actress, all of them got 5 stars. And the reason why they all got 5 stars is because they brought the fun. Not because I'm gonna mess up the algorithm if I keep this, right? But these actors brought the fire, the flames, the heat. They brought it for this movie. The acting was excellent, top notch. Our Detroit actors don't really get the credit they deserve as far as acting, because we got a lot of bad actors in Detroit. I'm not even gonna hold you up. But we got a lot of good actors as well. We got a lot of excellent actors as well. Robert Q. Jackson is one of those. And also Kamal Smith, right? The leading actor in this movie. I'm gonna start with him. This dude was excellent. Excellent, right? Every scene, he brought it. He hit the mark every single time. All these actors played off each other well, great. And they delivered and made this movie a 5-star movie, right? Kamal Smith, his acting, oh my God. This guy, he brought the flames. He brought the heat. He brought the fire. Robert Q. Jackson, I don't even have to really, I don't have to stay on the acting that long for this movie breakdown, for the simple fact that they all brought it. So it's not really much else I can say about it. They brought the heat. Kamal Smith brought the heat. Ebony Tates brought the heat. Robert Hugh Jackson brought the heat. King Wesley brought the heat. William Swift brought the heat. They brought the heat. And Joe Smith, the writer, the director, as well as he was a producer, he did it all for this movie. He did an excellent job. And it's something I don't speak much about. I haven't spoken much about, but I'm going to start speaking more about. These directors and these writers. I'm going to start speaking more about it in these movie breakdowns. Because Joe Smith, the way he wrote this movie, the way it was delivered on film, was excellent. Excellent. Did I say excellent? This movie review probably is not going to be that long because it's a 5-star movie. I don't really have to spend that much time on it, right? It had all 5 elements of suspense. All 5. It had the narrative, long-term suspense. It had the mysterious suspense. It had the horrific suspense. It had short-term suspense, as well as romantic suspense. It had it all. If you don't really know what suspense is, you need to go look it up, and you will see what I'm talking about. And the climax of this movie really hit at the end, right? It hit the climax at the end. This movie was dope, right? Ethan Carter, the story and plot got a 5 for the simple fact that it was a bomb-ass story, right? It was about a man, Ethan Carter, whose ex-wife cheated on him. He was going through therapy, trying to get over that situation, right? And in my opinion, he ended up hopping in a relationship too quickly. He wasn't healed, and he suffered the consequences behind that, right? This dude, I'm not talking about Kanal, I'm talking about Ethan Carter, right? If he would have paid attention, he should have never. I'm not going to give away too much of the movie for those who haven't seen it, right? But he should have never. His big mistake was he ignored the red flags at the very beginning when he first met Arianna, right? She was rude. She was ghetto as all heck. She was mean. She even said her middle name when he first met her. My middle name is Mean. And she even talked about his mama, right? And she didn't even know the man. She talked negative about his mama. Oh my God. And he started noticing the red flags. And he even was telling Matt about the red flags. Like, dude, I think she cheating on me. All the signs are there, right? And the exact same, and the funny part is, I asked myself, like, did this dude even get rid of the bed? Did he keep the exact same bed? Did he pay attention to it? In the opening, when they showed his ex-wife cheating on him and she was in bed with another man and he walked in, just how it happened at the end of the movie when he walked in on Arianna banging Chaos, right? It was the same bed. I'm like, did this dude even, did he even change the house around at all? Did he even get rid of the bed that his ex-wife was banging another dude in? It was like he kept the same bed. And he had 2 different women bang 2 different men in the same bed that he was banging. That part, that was funny to me. Because I'm like, that's the same bed, right? The exact same bed. Like, he didn't even buy a new bed. He didn't buy a new bed. He didn't buy a new mattress. There's all them old juices from other people just in his bed that he's just sleeping in everybody's juices, right? He's sleeping in everybody's juices. Sleeping in everybody's juices. I watched this movie about 8 times. Yeah, I watched it about 8 times. And she was just rude. She was just rude, ghetto, your average ghetto Detroit female, right? And she telling her girl like, do you not want to get married or do you not want to marry him? She's like, it's a little bit of both. And that be the problem with some women. They be like, they be thinking the dude too good, right? Cause they just be wanting the hood dude. With her personality, I can see what it was, and she was having sex with her ex more than she was having sex with her own fiance in the movie, right? At least that's what they showed, right? Then when him and her had sex, she wasn't even into it, but maybe she wasn't into it because dude banged their guts out, and she was telling the girl, I'm sore. He got me sore. I forgot how big it was. He got me sore. And even her girl was telling her she was stupid. She's like, I'm normally the one in this position. Now I'm telling you, you stupid. And she didn't listen. She told her, like, look, we ain't the same as men, right? And the suspense was just, it was building up from when he called his ex-wife cheating. Because when that part came, I'm like, dude, he gonna mess around and kill this chick, right? He gonna mess around and kill her, right? That's just like what happened. I was like, damn, like, I was hoping he was gonna get away too. I'm like, man, I hope he get away. Only thing I didn't like was the fact that he killed the Chaos wife and kid. They was innocent. They had nothing to do with it. But why did he kill her? Right? He's like, I just gotta kill the motherfucker for you liking this shit. Ethan, what's your problem? My problem is you, bitch. Oh, but I'm not going to stay on the story too much longer. But the story and plot got a 5. Cinematography, 5. There was no scenes that was blew out. There was no scenes that was underdeveloped as far as all the framing and scenes and colors, everything matched up. Like I said, there was no scenes that was blew out. It was a nice picture. You can see everything clearly. Cinematography, 5. Story and plot, 5. Audio, like I said, I judged the audio the hardest out of everything. And every time I watch this movie, over the course of about 3 days, like I said, I watched this movie minimum 8 times. It may have been 10, but I know I watched it at least 8 times, and I noticed 0 audio mistakes. Like there was not audio glitch or no audio that did not match up. All the audio matched up great. There was no audio that was low. It didn't peak high and low volumes nowhere in the movie. The audio stayed consistent throughout the whole movie. And audio, because of that fact, it got a 5-star rating. Continuity, I didn't notice any continuity mistakes. The continuity, they did great on the continuity, making sure everybody had on, nobody had on different clothes in the same scene. There was no mistakes as far as something that was on the right side of the table ended up on the left side of the table in the same scene when the cut happened. Everything continuity-wise was on point. So they made sure that everything flowed, everything made sense. There was nothing in the background that you shouldn't have seen, right? There was nothing that was out of place. Everything flowed well, everything made sense. Even, like I say, when it got to the parts where it was background acting, everything flowed, everything made sense, nothing was out of place. You know, the acting got a 5. Like I said, they was on point with the acting. The music in this movie was good. But this movie had something. The way it was written by Joe Smith, the way he incorporated the suspense, the way it built up, and the way the climax hit at the end of the movie is what really made this movie bang and made this movie great, right? You got 5 stars. Is this a movie I would recommend to people? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, H-E double hockey sticks, yes. This is, like I said, I watched this movie at least 8 times. I can watch this movie back to back to back and not get tired of it. The actors brought it. The production team on this, I normally don't don't talk about production, and maybe I need to start talking about it a little more. The production team on this movie, they did an awesome job. Awesome. Awesome. The production was awesome. The writing was awesome. The acting was awesome. Everything in this movie made sense, and it came together great. And for those facts, every single category got a 5-star rating. And if you take 5 times 5, that gives you 25 stars. You take those 25 stars and divide it by 5 categories, you get a 5-star movie. This movie was a 5-star movie, and it earned it. It earned it everywhere across the board. Starting from the writing room, starting from when Joe Smith started writing this movie, he brought it. The team he put together to put this movie together, the entire team, every single member of this team brought it together. They brought it. They brought the heat. They brought the flames, and they put together an awesome 5-star movie. A movie that I can watch over and over and over again. That's playing in the background right now. A movie that I would recommend to anybody to watch. A Good Man is it's not a good movie. It's an excellent movie. And if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's on Tubi right now. If you don't have Tubi, why don't you have Tubi? It's free. It ain't like Netflix where it's $14.95 a month and it's constantly going up every year, and the movie quality and everything about it is going down, but they still charge you more money. Tubi is free, and Tubi is getting better and better. Our Detroit movies on Tubi are getting better. Our Detroit people are bringing the flames. And that's like I said, I always pick a best actor in this movie. Even though everybody got 5 stars across the board for acting, it wasn't hard for me to pick who was the best actor in this movie. The best actor in this movie was Kanal Smith. This dude brought it. He's a great actor. He brings the emotion. He brings the body language. He don't sound like he's reading from a script. Nobody on this cast sounds like they was reading from a script. They all hit the mark. Every single time, every single scene, they hit the mark. And the sex scene, when Chaos was banging Arianna, that scene, you would have thought they was having sex for real. Dude was like, I've never heard her make those sounds. I've never heard her make those sounds before. Like, anyway, that's not important, right? I think deep down he knew that he was kind of lacking in the sex department, and that's probably why his women might have cheated on him. Not saying that it's justified, because it's not. But he sure as hell wasn't banging Arianna like Chaos was. Chaos was banging the living hell out of Arianna, especially at the end. Check it out. It's on Tubi. It's free. And I know they got a lot of clicks and views for me. It's like I said, I watched this movie at least 8 times, and maybe you should too. Peace.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You bitch! You what's wrong with me?